Welcome to EngineeringTechnologyPress.com. I'm Eric, and my prairie cherries are starting to get ready, at least some of the varieties. I've got Carmine Jewel and then some of the Romance series, Romeo, Juliet, and Cupid, growing in my side yard, and they've started yielding some of their awesome cherries. And this really is the first year that I've gotten a harvest out of them. I guess they'd be about 3 years old now. Last year there was only a few berries, and chipmunks, I think, beat me to them. I only got 1 or 2. But anticipating that this year I'd have a little bit more, I decided that maybe I wanted to look into getting a cherry pitter. And because I like my Goodell Bonanza apple peeler so much, you know, it's a pricey investment, but it really works very well. Probably one of the pinnacles for hand-cranked apple peeling and coring technology. That when I saw Cherry Pitter by the Goodell company as well on eBay, I decided to pick it up and give it a try. I haven't tried it yet, and this is one that will pit 2 cherries at a time. There's a plunger varieties. I gave that some consideration, but I wondered if a Goodell Cherry Pitter would perform as well as my apple peeler. I haven't tried it yet. I've got some of the prairie cherries. Now, I also want to see if I might have to bush the pit hole, because these have smaller pits. And you can see the cherries. Cherries are pretty good size. The pits are quite a bit smaller, so they're proportionally sized. So what I'll do is I'll reposition the camera and let you have a look at how this works, and both you and I will get an idea of whether it works for as well as the apple peeler, and whether it works and needs a few modifications to handle the prairie cherries that were developed by the University of Saskatchewan. Okay, so I've got to reposition the camera so you should be able to see better. I put a small tub here. It was a maple butter tub in order to catch the cherries. The idea being the cherries with the pits are loaded here, they roll down. This has a couple of forks on it. It goes through, punches out the pits into this little bowl beneath. The cherries are stuck onto those spikes, and they're pulled back. They're released by these fingers, and they roll down. So let's load a few cherries and see how it works. I'm really interested in see if it works as well as the apple peeler. Okay. Okay, not too bad for pressing it out. Okay. Little problem there with the pits leaving, but you can see how juicy these are. So I've got a few pits in there. Some though are getting mixed in with the cherries as I pull them out. That one still has its pit in it. I want a cherry pie with a pit still in it. For some reason it's not feeding so great. I don't know why that is. Yeah, that one goes out. This one just doesn't seem to want to feed through. Just had a bigger pit than the others, I guess. grabbed an extra one there. Okay, so all in all, I'm going to have to pick out some of the pits there, but I'm not too displeased with my investment. This was fairly cheap. I think it was about 20 bucks. Got a fair number of the pits out, a few mixed in still. I imagine that would happen with most of the pitters. Worked fairly quickly. It doesn't appear that I have to bush it to have the pits or work effectively on the prairie cherries, which is nice. And I guess maybe that is because these pits might be comparatively larger to the size of the cherry relative to regular commercial cherries. But I'll go through this, and I might have a snack. I might even manage to save some to make a pie or make a dessert with. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the performance of the Goodell Cherry Pitter. And again, this is a vintage piece of kitchen equipment on the prairie cherries, and they certainly weren't designed for those. Maybe not quite as good as the apple peeler is on apples, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's pretty nice to be able to work that through that quickly. So for more information and more pictures on the Cherry Pitter and other cool stuff for empowering your independence, go to enduringtechnologypress.com. Thanks.